in the room now, but when y'all rewatch this video, what is the business? My name is Neuma Reads. Thank you so much for popping in. I have a message for you guys, okay? This group in the collective that I'm talking to today, I'm talking to someone who has gone about their life wearing a mask, okay? This person hasn't really shown people the real them. They haven't connected with people like on a deep level. They only, they just go about like wearing this mask, okay? Just pretending, all right? This person connects in very temporary, short-term ways. Just kind of like vibes, sneaky link type of energy. This person really didn't give themselves to energies because they were pretending to like people, okay, with no thoughts, just vibes. They were disassociated, okay, because this person is possibly empty on the inside, okay? So they like treated every encounter like something that was just discreet, or just, they gave minimal to it. Okay, here with breadcrumbing, they just gave minimal to these connections. They wanted to keep their options open, or they just never fully committed to people. Okay, this person never fully committed to people because of, this mask that they wear. This person, they were just pretending to enjoy the places and the people that were around them when they really didn't enjoy it. And this person came across an energy where they can actually let down that mask here with the safe space. Okay? Somebody that was an emotional sanctuary to them. Somebody that they finally felt they can let that mask down with. And this energy right now is so far away from this pretender. And this pretender is like stuck thinking about this person, okay? They're stuck thinking about this person. They're spiraling. They're watching this person online, maybe seeing breaking news, some things that they don't like that's hurting their feelings. They're just feeling very anxious, okay? Because this safe space is far away from them. They're disconnected from this safe space. This safe space could even be doing really well right now. Like really well. Maybe this person didn't expect this person to do well, or maybe they, I don't know why, but this came out with safe space, okay? So money is rolling in for this safe space. This safe space is really going through a moment of being celebrated, being loved on. And the pretender is stuck watching it. They're stuck watching it. But this person was always in an energy of being disconnected from things, from people. So when they came across this safe space, they gave this safe space this same energy too. They treated this safe space like they treat everyone else. Okay? They treated this safe space like they treated everyone else out here with doing it again. Oops, bad decisions. Like that was the worst thing that they ever could have did, was treat the safe space like the sneaky links that they were in contact with, the people that they normally entertain in that way. This person chose to treat the safe space this way, okay? And this person is in deep reflection right now, okay? They're in reflection right now. One, because, they're realizing that the way that they behave is something that's like, it's like I'm hearing cause and effect. Okay? There's something that causes them to wear this mask with people. to not want to show people the real them, to pretend like they're happy when really they might be, not so happy on the inside, or to pretend that they're, nice when they're really evil or whatever. This person's just realizing that the ways that they have been has not been the best. Okay, it hasn't been the best. This person is trying to, acknowledge those darker aspects of themselves so that they can transform. Okay, this person is really attempting to shed old skin. All right, the goal here for this person is to become whole. All right, we got wholeness, integration here twice. Okay, this person wants to harmonize both sides of themselves. Okay, they want to balance things out. This person is realizing like they've been living a very reckless life when it comes to their energy and how they handle relationships. Okay, and I'm this safe space, that what they did to this safe space is what made them realize how their energy, how their habits or traumas affect connections. Okay, how they affect the connections that they have. Okay, this person might have been getting some guidance. Okay, guidance from their spirit guides, guidance from their, family, their ancestors from beyond the veil, to kind of, anchor themselves, to anchor themselves out here. Okay, to find stability, to ground themselves, because they have just been kind of like floating about, going about out here. They've been disassociated, very, very airy. You know what I mean? Empty, just floating, just drifting when it comes to life and their path and self. I'm hearing, okay? And this person is being called to ground themselves. And they're hearing this message in like so many different ways. They're seeing signs, they're seeing synchronicities, like they're seeing things in nature that's making them realize like I have to adapt. I have to learn to do something new. I have to learn to do something new. Okay? Heavy on the communication out here. Look at these, both of these cards say communication, and they signify communication. Okay? So this person, not only is this person's ancestors communicating with them, but this person could also be receiving some wisdom from somebody that they trust. Okay, this could be a mentor. This could be somebody, like a I don't know, a media professional, a journalist. This could be somebody who is in communications, mass communications. But this is a lot of communication out here as to this person needing to ground themselves, needing to actually ground themselves, and like stop being so, I'm hearing flighty. I'm hearing flighty. The energy that they've been in is just very flighty. Okay, and they were flighty with the wrong energy. They were flighty with the wrong energy, I'm hearing. Okay, and this person is, I'm really getting like this person, when I seen that shedding skin, like this person is really trying to shed some things. Okay, we got foot washing out here. This person is really trying to cleanse. It says cleansing, grounding. They're being prepared for a path that they don't know about yet. Okay, this person that I'm speaking about, they're being prepared for a path. This pretender, this person who wears the mask, okay? They're being asked to clear negative energies away from them, like have better spiritual hygiene, energetic hygiene, releasing old energy. That's that shadow work that came out here. This person is being called to just do the work, really clean their act up, clean their life up, clean their energy up. Okay, to really consecrate not only their energy but their body as well, because they've already invited different energies into their field by interacting with energies that they really didn't even enjoy to begin with, okay? But by doing this, this person is going to reap blessings, okay? They're going to reap blessings once they actually, this is the path that they're headed on. You know, once they cleanse, once they find, you know, themselves grounded and rooted, then that path is going to lead them to blessings, okay? It's going to lead them to blessings. This person is very creative, okay? This person's destiny is like one that took time. This person's destiny was like one that was paved out only for them. I'm saying it was carved out for them. Okay? What they're meant to do here is so great. And this person floating in this energy of like being lost energetically was keeping them away from these intricate plans that the universe have for them. Okay, that's why they're being called to kind of shed those karmic ways, those serpent like energies. Shed that shit. You know what I mean? So that this person can transform, so that this person can heal. Okay. Now give me more, Holy Spirit. Yeah, this person is needing to rid themselves of those behaviors, okay? Because it seems like it's repetitive. It's like it's super repetitive, okay? It's like a compulsion. It's like I'm getting what's his name? Steve Urkel. Oops. Did I do that? Like that's what this is giving me. This person just does it so much. It's like they're goofy with it. You know what I mean? They're goofy with it. Okay? Yeah. Give me more, Holy Spirit. Let me switch this deck up real quick, because this was a part of the pre-shuffle. If you're new here, my name is Neuma Reads. Welcome in. I appreciate you guys for being in the room, okay? Make sure you hit that like button if the message resonates with you at any point, all right? Give me more, Holy Spirit. Yeah, this person that I'm speaking about is a divine masculine. Okay, the person that I'm speaking about is a divine masculine. So this could be you, this could be your person, okay? But this person is being called. That's that intricate plan that I just got through talking about. This person is called for greatness, okay? This person is meant to be a provider, someone who's stable, someone who's assertive, someone who's focused, okay? Someone who's logical, that takes action. That's what this person is meant to be. But this person has been in this energy of like not really taking action, not really being focused at all, being disassociated, not focused, literally, not paying attention, not moving logically by treating connections that are beneficial for them like they're just regular connections. This person was in the energy of being the total opposite of who they're supposed to be. Okay? This person wasn't in the right role. I'm hearing they were cosplaying, they were role playing. That's this pretending, that's this mask. This divine masculine was people pleasing. They were like wearing this face, this mask for other people's approval. Okay? That's why things were off for this person. That's why things really didn't work for this person. Like when it came to connections and how people looked at them, how people respected them, like people, it's because this person wasn't being authentic. So it's like it was a lot of clashing. I'm hearing clashing with other energies, okay? Yeah, this person is somebody that was meant to be a lifetime friend to you, like a lifetime companion to you. Okay, this could be somebody that is also your sibling. You know what I mean? This could be somebody that is a someone who's like a brother or a sister to you. Okay, but this person is supposed to be a divine masculine. That's the path that they're being prepared for. Okay, this person is being prepared for the road to becoming a divine masculine. All right, that's what this person is set to do. Let me reposition myself, guys. Okay, yeah, give me more, Holy Spirit, about this divine masculine that we're channeling and we're reading about. Yeah, this person was just, instead of being a divine masculine and really calling things to them and being able to manifest how they should and being powerful, just energy, this person was really sitting in exploitative energies. Okay, this person was just very exploitative when it came to, you know, what they gave. Remember, I said that this person was in these very temporary energies. Okay, like it's just vibes, like I'm just here to vibe, like it's nothing. This person didn't give, they gave minimal of themselves to people. That's why they wore this mask. Because if I wear this mask, then people don't know the real me. So it's like I can never get hurt. That's what I'm hearing. So it's just they just gave a little of themselves, okay? And they just, everything was just so temporary. Everything was just so fake with this person. All right. This person even was in this energy to the safe space. Okay. This person could have even exploited the safe space. All right, that's why the safe space is so far away from this divine masculine. Because maybe this person could have, the safe space could have given the divine masculine a place to stay. I'm seeing homosexual here. This person could have just gave them energy to where this person felt like they could take that mask off, and the divine masculine exploited it. They leached off of it. They could have took it and took it somewhere else to the other sneaky links. You know what I mean? Like this person just didn't treat the safe space the best. They treated the safe space like the sneaky links, okay? That's exactly what they did. They were so in that darker aspect of themselves, they couldn't even recognize the difference between a sneaky link and a safe space until the safe space was so far away from them to where it's like, okay, I want that back. You know what I mean? Because don't forget, the safe space is like, the safe space is coming up. Okay, they're looking good. Money is rolling in for the safe space. They're not in a worried state like the divine masculine right now. The divine masculine is up watching the safe space succeed. They watching the safe space move on, possibly. You know what I mean? But this person is acknowledging that it's because they've been disassociated and disconnected energetically, like emotionally, from situations. Literally disconnected and disassociated. All right. And it says existential dread. That means because this person is scared of something. They're very fearful. And what they're fearful of is really connecting with people, people really seeing them, like connecting with people authentically, to where they can get hurt. Maybe this person has been hurt before, like emotion, like on a deep level by somebody, to where it's like, now all y'all getting this fake person that I put together. You know what I'm saying? Like none of y'all deserve to get to know the real me. That's what I'm hearing. Like none of y'all. Like, so they're exhausted with, you know, just the energies, people draining their energies. So they're like, okay, well, this works for other people. So now I'm going to be in that energy. You know what I mean? So this person has just been wearing a mask, doing what other people doing because they see other people's getting the results like that. But when they did that to that safe space, they knew they fucked up. They knew They knew they fucked up when they did that to the safe space. They realized like, this is, I'm hearing like, you know, like hitting the brakes, like, damn, I need to reverse. You know, I need to go backwards because I messed up. Okay. Give me more, Holy Spirit. Ooh, yeah, this person came in fake. They came in really fake. The divine masculine came in really fake with the safe space. Like they weren't themselves. It's like, and the safe space probably could see that. The safe space could see that this person wasn't themselves, or they could feel that this person wasn't themselves. Okay. They could have definitely communicated that to this person as well with two communication cards out here. Okay. And this person does that as a shield. It's a shield. We said this. It's a shield to protect themselves. Okay. It's literally that disguise, that mask that they wear. It's to protect themselves, to protect their heart. We're dealing with a divine masculine who has been hurt before, guys. This is a divine masculine who has been hurt before. All right. Give me more, Holy Spirit. Yeah. This person has gone through like moments, like crisis management. I'm hearing like moments to where it was like they needed to be rescued from love, or rescued. Like I'm hearing depression, deep depressions behind connections, or like people that hurt them. Okay. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah. This but being in connection with this safe space was like a life altering moment. It's like that safe space really changed that person. It really was like when I really heard that those brakes hitting, that was the moment that this person like hit the brakes and really looked at themselves in the rearview mirror like, damn, who have I become? Like, I did this to somebody that I considered to be my refuge, that showed up as a safe space to me, that gave me an emotional sanctuary to be vulnerable. This divine masculine was able to rest in this person's energy, in this safe space energy, okay? This person was able to rest. This person was a real like place of protection for them energetically. Like their spirit felt safe around this person. Okay, look at this rescuer. This their spirit, their energy felt safe around this person. Okay, like they just got swooped up. You see Captain Save-A-Ho down here? Like they just got swooped up and like somebody carrying them in their arms, and that's just like that feeling of like, I'm good, like I'm not in any danger. You know what I mean? Like that's how this safe space made this person, this divine masculine, feel. Okay, give me more. Yeah, about this energy, this safe space. I want to know more about this safe space, because ooh, that sounds like some good love. What y'all think? Shoot. It sounds like some good love. I'm about to put divine masculine at the top because that's who you are, divine masculine. That's who you showing up as in this read. If you're new here, my name is Neuma Reads. Thank you so much for being in the room, y'all, and y'all's engagement. I love it all. It all matters. Okay, so yeah, this person was supposed to work alongside. This person was supposed to work in tandem with the safe space. They were supposed to be like a teammate. We seen longtime friend, longtime companion. We seen brothers or sister out here. You know what I mean? We seen something. They were supposed to work with you, not run you off, or run the rescuer off, not run the safe space off. Okay, they were supposed to trust what their spirit guides were saying. They were supposed to trust it because they got signs. They got signs that they were supposed to work with the safe space, or kind of like, you know, just that them and the shared space, the excuse me, shared space. I'm hearing shared space. Maybe the safe space did allow the divine masculine to live with them, okay? But the divine masculine realized that they were supposed to, like, they had a shared goal. Okay, they had a shared goal with the safe space a long time ago. They knew that, but they still treated the refuge like the sneaky links. You know what I'm saying? They still treated this person not the best. Okay, they still did, with that compulsive energy, that oops, my fault, my bad. Like, they do this all the time, okay? It's just bad habits that this person has. Yeah. This person, this refuge, this safe space was supposed to heal the divine masculine and turn them into an emperor. That's who this person was to them. That's why this person is so fucked up about being disconnected from the safe space right now, is because they know now they've received messages spiritually, energetically, maybe even readings about their connection to the safe space. Okay, divine masculine now knows that this person was supposed to heal them. Okay, was supposed to I'm hearing not take care of them, but caretaker. You know how you nurse somebody to healing or to get better? This person was supposed to nurse somebody to get to the next level. Okay? The refuge was supposed to nurse them to, like, level up. They were supposed to level up and take authority, take leadership, take power in their role, okay? But they avoided it out here with that fear. They were very scared. They were so scared to answer the call, I'm hearing. Okay? Yeah, why did this divine masculine run? Ooh. Why did this divine masculine run? Yeah, this person definitely feels some type of shame. This flew out before I asked my question. This person feels some type of shame right now. Like, they don't want to be seen. They don't want to be, like, talked to, because they know how they did. Like, I'm getting, this is how they are towards their counterpart. Okay, they don't want to be seen by their counterpart right now. They just so embarrassed. They're embarrassed with their own choices. Okay, they're embarrassed by their own decisions out here, so they're trying to avoid as much contact, as much, like, interaction as possible, even though it's hurting them to do that. It's making them so uncomfortable to be disconnected, but they're embarrassed. Okay, so if you've been trying to, like, contact this person, or this person, you've been trying to, like, wonder if this person been okay or whatever the case, this divine masculine is going through it. Okay, they're going through it. They're in a loop right now, anxious about what they did. All right, I want to know what they did though. Okay, I want to know what they did. What did this divine masculine do that has them, like, up at night, that has them with insomnia? What did they do? Ooh. This person was definitely just sitting in energies that were familiar to them. They didn't want to rise to the occasion. They were being toxic, okay, to this refuge, to somebody that made them feel safe. They were being toxic to them. They treated them like the sneaky links. They treated them like any old other counterpart that they could have came across them. Like, okay, this just any old, I'm hearing just any old broad. You know what I mean? This person was just comfortable there. This person could have emotionally manipulated the refuge, made the refuge think, what does this say? Made the refuge think that they liked them. You know what I mean? And the refuge was just confused. Just literally confused over there, trying to figure out why. Yeah, this person, look at that card, just keep leaning. This person just could have been in and out, in and out. You know what I mean? This person just could have just been, just not really present with somebody who was present for them, physically present. They gave them the gift of like shelter, emotional shelter, physical shelter. And this person, all this person did was was bring the toxic energy, that negative shit, over to a safe space. It's like they funked up the place. They stunk up the place. And that's what I'm hearing. They energetically stunk up the place, okay? When it comes to that safe space. When that safe space was just doing nothing but showing them love, okay? The safe space, that's all they were doing, was showing this person love. Yeah. And they were pretending. Give me more, Holy Spirit. Oh, I flipped over the deck. Yeah, this person just wasn't giving. They weren't giving to the connection like the other person was. The divine masculine was being a cheapskate. Okay? You know you wasn't giving to the connection. You know you wasn't doing what you were supposed to do as far as to the person who made you feel safe. This person, you know it. You know you was low effort, okay? Being very parasitic, you know? Being very parasitic, leeching off the energy instead of, funneling back into it, pouring back into the energy. This person was just draining somebody who came in and rescued them. Okay, we got rescuer out here. This person rescued the divine masculine, and this is how the divine masculine repaid that person. They repaid them with breadcrumbing. Okay, this person, the masculine, repaid this rescuer. Hold on one time, because literally, dang my nails. This divine masculine repaid, okay? Literally. He repaid this rescuer with breadcrumbs, bro, with literally nothing. They didn't give nothing to an energy that gave everything to them. I'm not saying everything like all of themselves, but I'm just saying like it's what they needed at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody else came through for them at that moment. Nobody, not even family. Family, friends, lovers, sneaky links. Nobody came through for that person at the time. It says Captain Save-A-Ho. It says crisis management. It says saved you before. The rescuer saved the divine masculine before. And this person paid them in dust. In dust. Okay? Literally paid them in dust. How disgusting. Okay? But I will say, I'm talking that trash, but I will say the divine masculine, with them wanting to do this shadow work, they want to do this shadow work. They want to shed those old ways. I mentioned this in the beginning. If you're just not coming into the room, I did mention this. This person does want to shed them old ways, okay? It's because their ancestors is on their ass. They spirit guides is on their ass about it. You know what I mean? They're up at night realizing like, damn, I did the person that showed me the most love the worst. You know what I mean? The worst. So they do want to come in and like repay. You know what I'm saying? They want to repay the refuge for what they did. You know what I'm saying? Whether that says energetic currency. Okay, so the favor, a favor for a favor, or like, you know what I mean? They just want to like balance shit out. They want to balance shit out because they know that they paid the rescuer in dust. They know that they did. Okay, give me more, Holy Spirit. Yeah, they probably. Yeah, they sold this person a dream. They sold this person a dream, like as if they were gonna be commit to this person or like be intimate or lovers with this person, or like they were gonna have some type of unity. Okay, I flipped the deck over. Spouse partner was there, so this person, they felt like that. But now the safe space, like how this person, like. Look at this. That's so funny. I love how spirit communicates. I love it. It's just so perfect. Okay. So this person was very open. The rescuer was very open with their home. They were very open with their energy with this divine masculine. But this is the energy now. Okay, like landlord, superintendent. It says person with power, boundaries, security. Okay, like the rescuer is no longer fucking with the divine masculine. I don't know if that's like for real not fucking with them, or they just putting up boundaries. They just like, no, the door is not open. Like, no, you got to call before 3 p.m. We're closed after 5 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's giving that type of energy. Okay? Like security, boundaries. This person is not letting them access them the way that they once did. I mean, why should they? The divine masculine showed up very toxic, very toxic. They were comfortable with it too. They thought how they was moving was cool. Like this was the best way to move, okay? They really did. And I'm proud that the safe space is like kind of standing up for themselves, or energetically at least. You know what I mean? Because this person definitely had access to them. They definitely had access, but the roles have been reversed, I'm hearing. Like maybe that energy, the safe space energy was sitting in a very submissive energy at first, like not in a negative way, but just more so like allowing this person to take that role as the emperor. Remember, that's who they're supposed to be anyways, right? They're supposed to be the emperor, the one to show up with the authority, but they obviously showed that they don't have this talent. You know what I mean? So let me just go ahead and put this card back. They don't have this talent. So the I'm hearing the refuge is kind of like, well, now I have to show my authority. I gotta let my nuts hang now. You know what I mean? Not in a sexist way, just more so in a like, I have to like take some dominance in this situation. All right, give me more. What are the messages? Yeah, the counterpart realized that the divine masculine was being fake. They were being fake with them. They realized that it was a mask. They realized that it was a mask. Like they weren't really who they said that they were, you know? They realized that, and it just overstimulated them. It like probably put them into a panic. The refuge was just like, whoa, like really? Somebody that I really allowed that close to me? Like it's like pump the brakes. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like, yeah, this person just was like, 1 minute we was on, the next minute we was off. Remember I said off and on, off and on? That's like red light, green light. You know what I mean? 1 minute we hot, 1 minute we cold. You know what I mean? It's just giving plastic smiles. This person was just fake with the safe space, and the safe space was just like, it's too much. It's just way too much. That's why they put that boundary up. That's why they revoked access, I'm hearing. Like I'm hearing the divine masculine tried to show up to the safe space, and the safe space had a different keypad, concierge sitting at the front. You know what I mean? It's an access code to you got to get in the gate. You got a key fob, excuse me, spiritual burp, confirmation. You got a key fob. You know what I'm saying? Like this person just doesn't have the same access that they once had to this safe space, okay? It's not the same. It's not the same. If they thought it was, it's not. Give me more, Holy Spirit. Yeah, it's because of their choices, all right? It's because of their choices. Remember I said this energy, the divine masculine, is really working hard to kind of clean up their act. They really want to clean up their act. Clean out that old energy. Like really. To invite new energies in, okay? They're really trying to have better energetic hygiene. They realize the way that they've been giving energy, the way they've been taking energy is really unhealthy. Okay? It's like they're realizing that, and they want to balance things out, not only for, themselves. They want to balance things out so that they can balance things out with you as well. Okay? This person wants to recover. They want to recover, and they want to recover quickly. Like this person doesn't want to like drag this shit out anymore. I think it's been long enough. You know what I mean? It's been long enough. This person does believe in fairy tales. This person does believe in love. That's why they're so fucking scared to show themselves, because this is who this person really is. They're a lover boy. Okay, they're a lover boy. That's who the divine masculine is. But they pretend to be too cool for school out here You know what I mean? Carrying energies that are not theirs. That's why love doesn't work for them. It's because they're carrying energies that are not theirs. They're supposed to be sitting in this hopeless romantic energy with safe energies, though. Not with energies that are toxic. You know what I mean? Maybe this person has been giving this hopeless romantic energy to toxic energies. That's why this person is afraid. They're in existential dread behind letting people see the real them. They're in existential dread about it. Okay? So they keep that mask on. They Photoshop their the way they are, how they appear to people, how they present to people all the time. But for you, or for because if it's the person of the divine masculine watching, this person wants to bounce back. Okay, they want to recover, they want to rise again. All right, they just have this ambitious energy, like they really want to ground themselves. I hear grind. I was about to say grind. Like they want to grind to ground themselves. Okay, like they're really trying to ascend here with these rocks. Like literally, amidst all the chaos that they've caused, like they like, okay, I'm a knuckle down. I'm a knuckle down. That's what this is giving me. Like that recover quickly. Like they want to knuckle down, okay, and really get to the nitty gritty of why they are the way that they are. Okay, they really want to get to it. They really want to. They really want to acknowledge those darker aspects of themselves. Okay, so that they can integrate. We got integration, integration. All right, to really kind of like, I'm hearing, crack open those old stale ways to reveal the diamond within them. The diamond within them, okay? Because this person is showing up as a damn emperor and a divine masculine. Okay, so this motherfucker's a diamond. This motherfucker a diamond in the rough. Okay? Like for real, for real. But this person is wearing a mask. That's what they gotta crack. They gotta crack that motherfucking mask that they've been wearing. Okay? They gotta crack it, shred it, shatter it, in order to show up as their real self, as this gem. Okay? They a winner. This a ticket. This a lick. For real. If we being honest, like spiritually, like what they're supposed to be in life. Remember, this person is supposed to do great things with their creativity. They're supposed to do great things. There's some plans that was just, I'm hearing like God really just like placed this person on a trajectory that is so beautiful. They just don't know it yet. I'm getting with this jewel, it's giving me that one picture of the guy who's chipping away at the wall, right? And it's like he's right there at the damn diamonds, but it's like he's turning around and turning away right before he get to the diamonds on the other side. You know what I mean? It's like this person doesn't even know what's laid on their path. They don't know. It's because they don't have patience. They really weren't paying attention to the wisdom that was being shown to them. The stuff, the dreams, the advice, the synchronicities. They weren't paying attention to those, okay? But now that this person is in this like humble state because they know that they fucked up. You know what I mean? They know that they messed up really bad with somebody that they cherish, that somebody that showed them genuine love, that made them feel safe. So now that they're in that energy, they're able to really ground themselves and prepare to like walk this new path and accept this new role. Okay, this new role, baby, because it's a new road. All right. The funny thing is deep down, the divine masculine is super grateful. Like, you don't understand. This person is so grateful for what the rescuer did in their lives. Like, this person maybe never showed their gratitude because of how they treated the refuge, the rescuer. They treated the rescue. They remember they paid him in dust. They said deuces. You know what I mean? They didn't care about how much the person gave, or they didn't show them, but now they're realizing like, damn, how much that person really gave to them, and they're so grateful for that. Grateful enough to where they do want to repay you. If they haven't already repaid you, they want to come in. This is energetic currency on both of these cards, okay? So what you did, okay? They're grateful for what you did, the help that you gave them, the favor that you gave them, whether that was letting them come stay with you, whether that was, giving them money to help them pay for their rent, whether that was whatever. I don't know. I don't know what y'all did, but whatever y'all did, this person knows that it was something that nobody else did for them. Nobody in their circle did this for them ever. Okay, and they want to repay you some way, all right? Give me more about this energy, Holy Spirit. Yeah, this person could have, let me get more. It says something about confiding, the confidant, some momentary vulnerability. They like some type of secret that was shared prematurely, or some type of pillow talking situation. Or maybe this person just want to come in and confide something with, they want to come in and confide and talk to the refuge. This person could want to like, kind of, it says pillow talk. So maybe they want to kind of like revisit those times when it was safe to confide with this person. Like maybe they don't have anybody to confide in right now. Remember, it's some chaos going on in this person's life. It's some chaos, okay, that they're being called to be grounded during and to find stability during, okay? And they're feeling like the stability that they need to find is with the refuge, okay? So it's like they want to confide something. They want to confide something with to their person, okay? Maybe it's like they want to talk about why the refuge has boundaries up with them, like why things ended. You know what I mean? They also might be in the energy of like trying to figure out how they can get past those spiritual boundaries too. It says pay to play, that's like, or cost of passage. So it's like they trying to figure out like girl, like what it's gonna take. You know what I'm saying? They wanna see like what it's gonna take for me to get back close to you. What it's gonna take for me to get back in your energy, I'm hearing, okay? Because your spiritual boundaries is all the way up. This is an angelic order, okay? Not only did you get the landlord out here, you're physically blocking this person off, and the refuge is spiritually blocking this person off, okay? So the divine masculine is just trying to figure out, how can I get back in your energy, babe? Like, I'm just trying to get back around you. I know things ended. I know it's necessary that we be apart right now. But that's why they trying to come in so quick. They trying to recover quick. They trying to recover quickly. Okay, they trying to get back in the energy of the person that showed them the most love. All right. What's this? Shot clock. That, I mean, like, it's like shot clock, like literally, like they don't want to waste no motherfucking time with your ass or whoever ass. They don't want to waste no more time. They like, let's go. I got, what she said, I got 24 seconds. I got 24 seconds to get to you. I got 24 seconds to make it right. Okay? This person is in a rush. This person is like, I'm here. You just don't know. You just don't know. This person funny. Give me more, Holy Spirit. Yeah, this person manifesting like a motherfucker. Like they can't even sleep. When I say they manifesting, they trying to get back to this safe space. They trying to get back real fast. All right. They trying to get back real fast. Like literally wishful. Knowing that, they not as tight as they should be with their counterpart, but they still wishing. Can't sleep, all right? Literally burnt out because instead of sleeping, they're thinking of this person, okay? They're thinking of this person instead of sleeping. Like that's all they can do. When they're asleep, they're dreaming of this person. Okay? It's like dreaming with their eyes open. They could be thinking about just times, interactions, moments. You know? I hear computer love. This person could be going through pictures in their phone of this person or videos, times that they spent with this person, going through them, thinking about them. I'm hearing like this also is giving a little, sex magic a little bit too. You know what I'm saying? Like this person could really is giving some passion. You know what I mean? And the way this person is wishful thinking and manifesting, this person could definitely be playing with themselves to get back to this person. Okay? Hopeless, romantic. Like really. Give me more out here about this love, this energy. Yeah, they wanna. It's like they don't know what they gonna say. They gonna be rambling when they get back in the energy with this person. It's like they so in a rush to get back to this person. It's like they haven't even really mapped out what they want to say. Really, for real, for real. Like they really haven't even really thought about it. You know what I mean? It's just they just want to do that shit. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like they want to bombard, like they just want to bombard this person. This is also giving like love energy as well. That hopeless romantic energy. It's like they want to, instead of being overstimulated, they want to bombard the refuge with energies that they were hiding at first. You know what I mean? This person might feel like their love is love that could overstimulate people, or it could like, like make them look insecure. Okay? But it's like they want to release and like show this side of themselves to the person that they're really in love with. Okay, they don't want to appear too cool for school. They don't want to appear like they got it all together. They want to be able to show their quirky sides, if they snort or if they stutter. You know what I'm saying? They want to be able to be like overstimulated if they are, and somebody will understand it. This person could be neurodivergent. This person could be, on a spectrum somehow. I don't know. Like, no disrespect, not even in a bad way, because I feel like I'm a little ADHD low key. But yeah, so this person could just be kind of insecure about the way that they show love, okay? But they want to come in and show that person the side of themselves and not hide it, okay? That's why that's this vulnerability, okay? This person wants to be able to be vulnerable. They want to be able to be themselves. They don't want to have to hide like who they are for real, the quirky side of them, the nerdy side of them, okay? The like weird, awkward side of them. I'm hearing they just been pretending to be too cool for too long, like trying to fit in. It seemed like it said people pleasing out here. They were trying to fit in with lovers, fit in with people just to make it, because maybe they thought the way that they were loving was just maybe just over loving. I'm hearing like over loving. I don't know. Like with that too cool for school, maybe this person felt like loving in that way, or being over expressive of their emotions and how they feel made them feel like a simp, maybe. You know what I mean? I don't know. But yeah, this person is wanting to kind of like in those chapters. It's like this person is really having the courage. They're having the courage to confront those darker aspects of themselves, okay? Like they're not playing. They really closing the door on the things that they know that they need to close the door on. They're having the courage because it's like they really want to let that mask drop. That's what I'm hearing. It's the mask. They're exhausted with it. They're exhausted with that mask. Okay, where's that other card? Photoshop. They're exhausted with it. Like, look, yeah, it's all giggity giggity happy at first, but then look at that person behind the mask. They tired. That girl woe out. Bags on her eyes, wrinkles, like she woe out. The energy is woe out, exhausted down there. Okay, exhausted enough to fall. All right, exhausted. They literally been wearing this mask to like laughing through the pain, really in pain, not being able to show the real them. Okay, but they were doing it to shield themselves because they feel like nobody would get them. But maybe this shelter was just as awkward as them. This shelter was in this same energy as them. They might get overstimulated easy. You know what I mean? They might get overwhelmed at like different things sound maybe, or they might panic or get, just be dramatic. That's giving me dramatic energy too. You know what I mean? They may be a rambler. They might overthink things. They might be a scenario holic. You know what I mean? And this person is just, that's why they found refuge with the safe spaces, because they found somebody who was just like them, who seen them for this energy. Nobody else seen this energy about them. Okay? Nobody could resonate. But when they came across the refuge, they resonate. They like, oh, you're mine. You're for me. You were made for me. Believing in fairy tales. That's like, you know, something that they were always waiting for. Something that they could have dreamed to have. Somebody who they could let that mask down with and be themselves with, okay? That's why they so eager to get back to that energy, y'all. Yeah. This person just, they used to it was just a mask. This is going back to that mask energy, faking confidence, faking like they were just secure in themselves when they possibly could just not be so secure in themselves. They could be, learning to be secure in themselves. Okay? Learning. That's what they're doing. They're adapting here. Okay? They're learning to speak up. They're learning to really have that confidence, okay, out here. Learning to speak up, learning to express their needs, to defend themselves, learning to have courage to confront shit, okay, knowing that their voice actually holds weight. Remember I said in the beginning, this person, like, they had an issue with people respecting them. They had an issue with people accepting what they word is. You know what I mean? Like, they had an issue with that. And as a man, I know that fuck with this person. It fucked with them hard. So they really needed, and wearing that mask, they felt like it made them look more secure, or it gave them respect, but really it didn't. It didn't. Them sitting in the energy that they're supposed to be in, that divine masculine, that emperor energy, is what is really giving that person the courage, okay? Really realizing, like, I don't have to be a fucking fake, bro. I'm a gem. I'm a gem. I'm him. I'm Himothy. Okay, that's what this person is realizing. Like, I'm Himothy. I don't gotta even wear that mask. It's like I want to rip that mask off. I'm hearing they ripping it and tossing it. You remember when in the mask Jim Carrey threw that mask, like threw it out the window or threw it across the room or something? Like, that's exactly what this person doing, like throwing it. Like, I don't even need that mask for real. They're learning, like, man, all that mask did was cause me heartache. All that mask did was cause me pain. You know what I mean? Being fake with the people who was real with me. Being fake. So this person is learning to do that, learning to communicate, speak up, okay? To like close those old doors. They really, when I tell you they doing, this ain't no like, oh, I'm thinking about it as energy. This is somebody really closing and releasing old doors, like saying, finally, I'm free. They freed themselves from this mask, bro. They freed themselves. I'm proud of you, divine masculine. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. You really, what? You letting go of stuff that was keeping you stagnant. Like, look at this. Yeah, that shit was comfortable at first, but that shit thorny. You know what I'm saying? That shit not even really comfortable. That ain't no Egyptian 1,000 count thread. You know what I'm saying? That's not that. You want something that's plush. You want something that, like they got a porch wrapped around the front. You know what I mean? Type of energy. You didn't even have no room to spread your legs for real in those karmic energies. For real, for real. You were just comfortable for no reason. You was comfortable in pain. It wasn't even nothing that you needed. When you really had somebody who opened, like you had a plush ass situation. Somebody opened up a nice situation for you where you felt safe in that mug. You felt safe, like it was a refuge, okay? So this person is like, well, that's all I gotta do is say in, like, clean out the energy and just close the door on it. So they doing it, okay, to return back to their refuge. All right, let me get some more energy on this refuge. Yeah, Tell me who this refuge is to the divine masculine. Who is this refuge to the divine masculine? Somebody who, like, changed this person. This is somebody who changed this person for, like, the better. Okay? Like, out here with merging traditions, integration. This is the third integration card that we have out here. Where's those integration cards at? My desk getting a little out of whack. Like, I don't, it's just, I don't like it. But okay, integration. This person is somebody that, like, showed this person how to integrate or inspired the divine masculine's integration. Okay, it says merging of traditions. So this person, the rescuer, is somebody who was already integrated. They were already balanced. Their masculine and their feminine side was already balanced. They were already walking in a harmonious energy. Okay, and they, when the pretender, the divine masculine, came in contact with this person, it's like they realized, like, damn, I ain't really been living life right. I ain't really been loving right. You know what I mean? So this person wanted to adopt the traditions of this refuge. Okay, they wanted to. They seen, like, pure potential. It's like the energy that they tapped was like energy from the source of all things. That's like this person was giving love on tap. That's what this sound like. You know what I mean? It was like this person was like had a breath of fresh air when they were around this person. Okay? It was just a field of energy that they never felt before that catapulted them into a really dramatic change. Okay? To a really rapid change. You remember that person, it said bounce back. And this person, when I say rapid change, this person is trying to recover quickly. Okay? They're trying to recover quick. They're determined to rise. And that this refuge is what catapulted this person. You know, catapult is also a track, or is it catapult? What is? Well, you catapult yourself when you're doing hurdles and shit like that. I guess that is it? I don't know, a track type of game or sport inside the track or whatever. Yeah, you catapult yourself over that shit. Right. This person catapulted the divine masculine into a rapid change. Okay. Yeah. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe this person caused them to sacrifice things that they cherished. You know what I mean? That mask is something that they once, like, I'm hearing they treated that mask like a jersey, like a signed autographed jersey. Like, this was something that they never left, or they treated it like a chain or a pendant or something, like something they would never leave the house without, or like a wedding ring. I'm hearing they treated it like a wedding ring. They it's like they were married to the game. They was married to breadcrumbing. They was married to only having sneaky links. They was married to never giving of themselves. They was married to the game. The divine masculine was, okay? But they sacrificed their jersey. They laid that bitch up, hung it up for this rapid change, okay? To turn back into the energy that they were always supposed to be, from going from player to lover boy. Okay? That's what the divine masculine is doing. They sacrificed their jersey, bro. They sacrificed it for this person. They like, I don't even want it no more. They let it go. That was that mask that they was throwing across the room, was their jersey. Okay? Give me more of this, spirit. Yeah, this person just was living in a very childish energy, okay? They were just childish. They were childish, but they definitely see the future with this person, okay? With the refuge. Give me more energy about the refuge. Who this refuge is to the divine masculine. Who is this refuge? This person is somebody that has great knowledge, okay? They're like very wise. Like the alchemist card came out, okay? They have like ancient knowledge. They could be a witch or a warlock or just like a spiritual mommy. You know what I mean? Somebody who's like a root worker, somebody who is like left hand, right hand worker. Like, I don't know, somebody who's just like a magician. They know how to transmute energy. They know how to transform fast for themselves or help other people transform. Heavy on the help other people transform, because the way they catapulted the divine masculine to also transform, okay, and shed that old skin they were in. All right, so when I say this person is a powerful, this refuge is powerful, bro, like very powerful when it comes to their being, okay? Yeah. Like, ooh, this person is like intuitive. They're very intuitive. They could have even given intuitive messages to the divine masculine in like subtle ways. You know what I mean? Like out here, kind of guarding them, kind of protecting them in ways with little subtle intuitive nudges, I'm hearing, okay? Because the rescuer knows that they have a parallel journey with the divine masculine. They know this already, okay? They know that they supposed to be in an Uber together, a Lyft together. Or this person could also drive, Lyft, Uber, DoorDash, or be a, they could be a hustler. They could have some side hustles. You know what I mean? They definitely out here getting paid. Remember we said they getting paid. They getting to that money. So this person is definitely somebody who keeps a side hustle or two, okay? But they know that they have a parallel journey with the divine masculine. So it's like that's why they send these little nudges or these little bits of personal protection. They could even pray for this person. All right, that's what it's giving out here too. Who else? More information on who this person is. Okay, this person was somebody that was always supposed to be plugged in and always supposed to be connected to the divine masculine. All right. They were always supposed to have access. They were always supposed to be plugged in. Like they were introduced into this person's life because it was natural law. Like the way that these two met, like it was just natural law. It was supposed to happen. However, these two connected, whether it was through business, networking, somebody could have introduced you to, you know what I mean? Like, but however the introduction happened, it was supposed to happen that way. Again, this person rescued the divine masculine, so it could have even been a miracle. You know what I mean? It could have even been something that the divine masculine really didn't take as a miracle at first. They were overstimulated by it a little bit. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, this is something that shouldn't even be on sale. It's over here with me. Something that should be full price is over here on sale. It's looking like it's on sale to me. You know what I mean? This person was just overstimulated by the rescuer being so fucking amazing. You know what I mean? Like, damn, they didn't know what to do. They didn't know what to do with the energy. Okay, but it was meant to be on their path with the rideshare driver, with the shared journey. Okay, like literally, they were meant to work together. The divine masculine and that person, they were meant to work together. Okay, it's natural law with the virtues out here. Give me more, Holy Spirit. Thank you guys for joining the chat. If you're new to the read, okay, you engaging, you liking, is helping me be seen by other people, guys. So I appreciate it all. Thank you so much. If you do want to donate, you can donate by sending to Neuma the Goddess on Cash App. I do appreciate it. Or Neuma Goddess Neuma at Gmail on PayPal. Okay. But this person was acted as, they provided an immediate need. That miracle that the divine masculine received from the refuge was like something that they needed immediately. It was like this person was the chosen person that I'm hearing the angels chose to help this person. Like, it was just kind of like it was supposed to happen that way. You know what I mean? Like the refuge was supposed to provide this person with sanctuary or like emotional sanctuary. This person was supposed to do that. They were chosen for that role. Okay, it was like a spiritual connection. It wasn't just like a fly by the night connection like they tried to treat it in the beginning. They tried to treat this lifetime spiritual connection like a sneaky link. Remember, okay? Like a whole sneaky link out here. Give me more. Give me more about this person, like staying up at night and not being able to sleep. Yeah, this person is up at night because this person know that they hid their emotions. They hid their emotions from this rescuer when really they were like all about this person. They were really like idolizing this person, but they hid it. They concealed their true feelings, acting too cool for school. Okay, remember I've been saying this whole time. No one knows the real me. No one sees the real me. Like they never wanted nobody to see the real them, but they did it with somebody who was showing them the real them, you know? And it's like they abandoned the connection. They abandoned the connection so much so that their spirit teams was like, I'm hearing they got popped in the back of their head. They got popped in the back of the head by their spirit team. That's why I said they in the beginning of this read, their spirit team has been on their tail about this. Spirit team came out here twice. Let me see if I could dig it up real quick. But no, it's too deep. Oh, okay, here we go. Spirit guides came out here twice, y'all. Twice, okay? Their spirit guides, this the third time. They spirit guides was like, you big dummy. Look at this blessing that we gave you. And you run from it and you hide your feelings from it. You know what I mean? So they even could have just left this person or deserted this person for a point in time and had this divine masculine feeling kind of left out by their spirit team, or just energetically they could have been going through, that chaos. When your spirit team no longer looking out for you, that chaos will kind of go get hammy in life. You know what I mean? But that's because this person was hiding their feelings, okay? They were hiding them. And now this person is just in this energy. What did I say? Overthinking. They're spiraling because they're overthinking about like how they can get back close to the rescuer's energy. They want to get back close to them. All right. Their divine counterpart. I mean, if they're the divine masculine and the rescuer was there made for them, you know what I mean? Meant to be on their path, it's definitely giving me divine counterpart. Okay. But they're definitely spiraling about this connection. Give me more, Holy Spirit. I'm hearing sober, sipping on Bacardi till it runs out. So maybe this person could be drinking as well. All right. Like this is why that's why they can't sleep. They're just overthinking things, okay? But they want to be on the receiving end of like the love, the healing energy that the rescuer gives. That's the goal. They want to be on the receiving end of it. Okay? That's what has them up at night. They feel like they're it was there. I'm feeling it was in my hands. It was right there. It was this close. Like I had it this close to me. You know what I mean? It's giving me like candy. I'm seeing sugar baby. It's giving candy being dangled in front of this person's face and them like being like, damn, I want it, but it's being like snatched from them. And they just like, I want it so bad. They just want to be on the receiving end of that sugar. Okay. It's like they're willing to do whatever. Remember I said this person is trying to just figure out, what do I gotta do? What do I gotta do to get back in your energy? Okay, what do I gotta do? They just want to find out. They want to resolve the conflict. They want to like compromise. It's all about compromise right now because they recognize who the rescuer is to them now. Okay? They recognize it. They allowed their mask to come in between the two of them. Okay? That's what severed their bond. That's what put a rift in between the connection. That's why the rescuer turned into security. That's why the rescuer turned into the landlord and changed the locks on this person who was wearing the mask, okay? Because they allowed that mask to just I'm hearing it. If you're late for an elevator or something, and then you trying to keep the elevator open, you might put your hand right there. This person, I'm imagining the mask being squeezed in between the door. You know what I mean? Like the mask is what came in between the connection. All right. But this person really wants to restore things. They want to restore this journey. All right. They want to restore the journey. They want to heal the connection because they're getting exhausted with that mask. It's like they just want to live. They just want to live and they want to love. Like I hear they want to love. Okay, I'm gonna actually switch up the deck. I'm gonna get this other deck. I'm not gonna be able to show y'all the pictures or the cards because this is my freaky deaky deck. So y'all not gonna be able to see this one. Cause who trying to get banned? Not me. I'm just not getting some motion. So no. But yeah, y'all gonna feel me. So give me some energy about the mask that this person is exhausted with, like the love, them wanting to love for real. Show me the type of love this person wants to give. Well, this person is really holding back. They're holding back so much because they're very tempted by this refuge. Like maybe the refuge in them have never did anything. The divine masculine has never touched or like not touched or just like actually been able to experience sexually this person because they're tempted by the pleasure, the thought of pleasure with this person, okay? Because we have the temptation of pleasure card and we also have dreams of repressed lust. So this person, when I said this person was dreaming about the refuge and could have even been like beating their meat to refuge, like that's what they were doing. Okay, they were definitely doing that out here with dreams of repressed lust because they've been holding back. They've been holding back energy, how they really feel, these hidden emotions. You know what I mean? It's like they could have been wanting to devour the rescuer, but it's because they didn't want to be looked at as like awkward or a simp, so they held back. They didn't want to be looked at as a lover boy for some reason. When that's like an ideal situation, like every girl wants a guy to be in this energy for real, for real. Like, what is he doing? Yeah, this person, okay, I can show y'all this card. This person is like wanting to come in this energy. Like they want to be like a real loyal companion to whoever it is they want to love. Like they don't want to be guarded. They want to be the guarder. They want to be protected. They want to be the protector. I'm okay, they want to be protected too, but they want to be the protector. Okay? They want to know that the person that they submit to is going to take care of them, meaning like, how the owner takes care of a dog, like they make sure that everything, like is good. Not saying that they want you to take care of them like living situation wise or like them being a bum, is more so getting like they just want to know that they're safe with you. If they put their all into protecting your home, your life, with their life, they'll lay down their life for you. They just want to know that they'll be good with you. That's what this is giving me. You be good with the person that they love, okay? The other card says the feelings of an awakened heart, okay? So it's like they want to be able to, this connection with this person has awakened their heart so much so to where it's like, I'm hearing it's starting to beat again. Maybe that bitch was just so ice cold that it wasn't even beating for real. You know what I mean? Like it was like a artificial heartbeat, okay? It was like an artificial heartbeat. And this person is now awakened, all right? They're awakened to how they feel. They're awakened to how they want to also love, all right? And this person is choosing to open themselves up in that way. They're choosing to leave behind these energies that are really no good for them. Okay, that are like pleasures that they shouldn't be indulging in. Okay, pleasures like this is third party energies. This is like those sneaky links. You know what I mean? This is just giving, just the gutter. This person was just in the gutter, okay? Like energetically. That spiritual hygiene that they had, they were just messing with the lowest energies of the lowest. That's why they treated the safe space like they were one of these little gutter rats. Okay? They treated their divine counterpart, excuse me. So this person could be a stutterer. We know this person ramble. So this could be that person. They just pretty flabbergasted that they treated their partner like they would treat some rats or some low level energies. You know what I mean? This person was really tempted by these energies too. Remember, because this person was just comfortable. They were comfortable as fuck just sitting in that with those people, with those energies. Even if it caused them detriment, all right? Even if it caused them detriment, they were comfortable with it. But they want to now like come in and be able to love like for real, okay? And they want to be able to love with the refuge. Yeah, they're really integrating their lower and their higher selves. That integration, that theme of integration is really thick in this reading. So this person is really doing the inner work. I love that. I rarely get readings where, somebody who was sitting in karmic energy is really doing the inner work. And I'm going to give it to this person. Like, hats off to them. Hats off to them. They're doing the inner work to balance their lower and higher selves, okay? Big Sag energy. So like that can also go with this person really changing rapidly. You know how Sagittarius, they get over stuff real quick. Like they change real quick. You know what I mean? They could like transmute energy really quickly. Okay? And that's what this energy is giving me. Give me more, Holy Spirit, about this person's love style now that they're taking off the mask. It's definitely blooming. Like right now, it's like it's at its like budding stage. But this love is a love that could be so beautiful. Like so beautiful. Like a flower in spring. Like I'm seeing like a woman in ecstasy. Like her body is just like stretched out. She's laying over something that looks like the sun. So it's bringing in happiness for this energy. Like this type of love is one that you might feel connected to, like through nature. Like it's giving me, instead of seeing stars, you would see flowers. You would see, patterns when you reach your climax with this person. That's how deep this love would go if you guys were to be intimate, okay? Oh, I don't ever do reads like this. Give me more. Give me more. Ooh, this one shot out really far. Ooh, remember I said this person is creative? Remember I said that this person is creative and this person is meant to do great things with their creativity. So another way that they want to show their love with this with their counterpart is by having creative intimacy with this person, like sharing their gifts with this person. I'm seeing a painter painting on their muse's body. You know what I mean? This, you could be watching, like their divine masculine, they might like to have their person sit with them while they work or be on the phone with them while they work. You know what I mean? Or while they're creative, or like be in the studio with them, like whether they're painting, whether they're recording music, whether they're filming. Like this person just likes to work with the person that they love. Like this is somebody who is not like the type to like, oh, I'm going to work and like I don't want you to be involved, or with their creative processes. They like to share what they're doing with the person that they love, because they feel like their creativity is a major part of them being able to express themselves creatively. Okay. And wearing a mask can definitely stifle your creativity. So being able to have their mask off will give them a chance to really step into their creative genius now that they're moving from an authentic place. Okay. And that's going to only turn up the passions even more between these two. Okay. It's just going to turn the passions up even more. even more. It's nothing like, sitting with your person. If you've ever dated a musician and they're like playing the guitar and you're just sitting there watching them playing the guitar, just like that could be very passionate, very sexy. Or like if you're watching an artist paint, you know what I'm saying? You're seeing them in their element. Like that could be very like sexy, Ooh, I see that secret naughty feeling. So not only are you guys gonna be able to work together and like be creative with each other, it's like y'all match each other's freak. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. It's like maybe one of the energies in this collective is like approved in public. Like they might act like they not really into shit. You know what I'm saying? Or they might act like, they really not naughty, but they really get down behind closed doors, okay? And this person is gonna be able to express that side even more because they're with somebody who matches them. Not only they match them, their weirdness, their awkwardness, this person matches their freak too. Okay. Now this is Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer energy. All right. Somebody could be 29. Somebody yeah, somebody could definitely be 29 out here. But the secret naughty feeling, okay? I split the deck and it says the lightness of being. So this person is really just gonna flourish. They're gonna flourish with them being able to just be themselves. This person is gonna feel a total new feeling of free. Like those conflicts, those inner conflicts that the divine masculine had to deal with, just whatever inner conflicts that I'm hearing, choices, decisions, the decisions that they made, the compulsions that they've always dealt with, okay? Those things. This person is realizing like they never had to experience any of that if they were just being themselves. If they weren't hiding who they really were. Like they really are dope as fuck. They really are creative as shit. They really are like whoever they are as them whole, they're enough. Okay? And this person is coming to the realization that they're able to be that person with this refuge. All right? So I am going to leave this message here, guys. Thank you so much for all your likes. Thank you so much for all your engagements. I am going to stop this live so that I can come back in and do another type of energy, okay? Another type of read. Because this one is getting a little repetitive, but this divine masculine is headed in the right direction, okay? They're headed right to where they need to be, and that's headed towards their counterpart, okay? They're working on themselves. So I hope this message was able to resonate, guys. Go to the link in my bio if you want to get any of the decks that I created. Go to the link in the descriptions as well. And until we read again, my name is Neuma Reads. Love and light.